Dustin Rider Build.
Hey YouTube, Dustin Rider here. I don't know why I always do this, that's weird. With a review of, now I'm doing this intro weird. Wow, this is all, should I do another take? No, let's keep going. Okay, so, Kamen Rider Build, episode 32. So this was like the most matter-of-fact episode we've had in a while. And by that I mean, not matter-of-fact, but just kind of stagnant. That sounds too bad. This is a bad take. I'm just gonna keep going though, because I'm unprofessional. Like, it wasn't a huge episode. It was definitely an in-between episode. I've talked about that before. Kind of like a setup-y episode that takes place between things. But this was like the most kind of still, if that makes any sense. Like, not a lot happened. I mean, technically it was kind of a big thing that they told Ryuuga that he's not human. But it was kind of that classic episode where a character finds out something about themselves or the plot, and then they kind of go on a walkabout for the episode, and then come back and do some inspirational quotes and beat the bad guy up. It was like that episode, but it was honestly relatively quiet, like in the scope of Build, where things are revealed. I did think it was funny though, like the intro was like Misora and Sawa arguing about how to tell Banjo what he is. And like there was one point where he said, we should tell him he's inhuman. Like that's insulting. I thought that was funny. I don't think it was a dig at the Inhuman show, since I think it was up to the subs for that. But still I thought it was funny. But what I found funny about that is, even though the recaps kind of take place in this weird non-canon pocket universe where the characters are very self-aware, but I thought it was funny that the intro was talking about how do we delicately tell Banjo that he's an alien and a banjo and where Kazooie is. And then, as soon as they sent out the information, he just sends it out. He's like, whoa, Banjo, you're an inhuman? You're an alien? What? Like, he said it like so matter of fact, like he just found out that he's lactose intolerant. I thought that was kind of funny. Just kind of relating it to the intro. But yeah, he finds out about it and he kind of goes on this, like, I'm a real boy thing where he's trying to cope with it. And, of course, Toto makes a play for... Is it Toto? Yeah, that makes a play for Pandora's Box. They try to recruit Grease to steal it for them by kidnapping his farmhands. Classic. And actually, I'm pleasantly surprised with where that went, where Grease made the decision that he's more needed overall than just these people. And, oh, excuse me, even the people knew that. And Rogue wound up, like, actually freeing them. But I was glad they did that, just because I felt like Grease turning on the team, albeit briefly, for this would have just been a predictable and kind of needless beat, because there's like more important stuff going on right now, and I was thinking, do we really need this to be happening right now? So I'm glad that would kind of just didn't happen. And Stalk talked a little bit more about the Ultimate Driver, but basically, yeah, there wasn't like a whole lot major in this episode. Like, we led to the end where Banjo basically is like, to hell with whatever you think I'm destined for, Stalk, because he's like, oh, you're just like, you want to fight because you're a Martian alien fighter. And he's like, no, I'm a Kamen Rider, love and peace. That's how it happened. So it was solid. Like, I'm still kind of iffy on the whole Banjo's kind of a chosen one thing. I think I did like the way it's presented in this episode, where he's being told, like, oh, you're just there for destruction. And he's like, no, I do what I like, basically. That was just very Banjo, like, just, no, this isn't my destiny. I do what I want, you know, I'm going to be a Kamen Rider. So I think that does give him some good character stuff in terms of making it his own choice, and it doesn't take away from his character development. But it's still too early to say. I want to, like, I'll talk about it as it goes, obviously, like I am right now, but it just feels too early to full on, like, overreact about it, because I want to see how it plays out, both in terms of, like, what exactly he is. Is he Evolt? Is he Evolt's son? Is he his third cousin? Is he just a Mars baby? Is it just some sort of, like, almost super soldier Mars serum? I want to know the exact details. And mainly what's important to me is how it affects his character arc, because as I mentioned last week, what I liked about his character arc was he just kind of this dude that got mixed up in it, and we got to see his journey into becoming a writer. And this week I at least liked how that tied in with him sort of saying, you know, I became a Kamen Rider because of this, I want to be this Kamen Rider, I'm determined to still be a Kamen Rider, the Defenders of Antara. And so, if they play it character-wise like they did in this episode, I think I'll be happy with it, but I'm just very cautious. Next week is going to be the debut of Evolt, it looks like, obviously. I mean, they showed it full on in the previews. So I'll be interested for that, because based on the preview, it looks like we might learn more about Stalk. And that's the other situation I'm sort of waiting to get more information on. So I'm looking forward to that, just as not only to see Evolt and like how he's going to work and everything, but just hopefully get more insight into Stalk so I can form sort of more of a long-running opinion on that. But yeah, overall, this week's episode was okay. I'd probably give it about a 7. I feel like this is one of my shorter build reviews, but like I said, it was just kind of very in-between episode, very much so that. But yeah, I already gave it a score, didn't I? Yes, I did. Anyway, until next time, this is a jumbled episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's Awesome Rider, signing out.